The fact that we're already starting to see ignorant videos concerning the Switch is not shocking to me, but it does get tiring after a while. Now, granted, as I understand the community that we're in, I understand YouTube, I understand the need to talk and the need to have videos up to entertain your sub count, entertain the people who follow you and everything else. But if you really ain't got nothing to talk about, then don't talk, in my opinion, because some of the stuff that I'm seeing is just illogical. I mean, if you just use common sense, if you just reach down into your brain and use any morsel of sense, you will realize how senseless what you're saying at this moment in time is. I sit here and watch Rich over ViewTech do a whole 7-minute rant about Nintendo showing footage of games that they don't have secured, and they don't know if it's coming to the Switch. And I'm looking at Rich over ViewTech like, are you this slow? Are you this naive to think that Nintendo is going to put two companies, Bethesda and 2K with NBA 2K17, show their footage without them games being secured for the system? You really think that? First of all, if Nintendo hasn't secured the game, then that's false advertising. They can get sued right off the top, right? They can get sued. If Bethesda and 2K didn't even know that Nintendo was using the footage in the commercial, both those companies can sue Nintendo for misusing their product. They own that IP, they own that software. Nintendo using that software to promote their product and as a selling point for their product without getting the permission from Bethesda or getting permission from 2K is a problem in the making. And we haven't heard any lawsuits. We haven't heard Bethesda come out and say anything outside of, we're not saying anything at this moment. We haven't decided. No, that's NDA talk. That's non-disclosure agreements. Nintendo, now this part you could have ran it on, Rich. Why is Nintendo still acting as if this needs to be under a cloak of secrecy? If you're going to show Skyrim running on the Switch, we all understand that you're showing that because it's coming to the Switch. If you're going to show 2K17 running on the Switch, that's because you know it's coming to the Switch. You know that, we know that, because we understand how things go. You can't show that footage and not have permission to show it. All you're doing is setting yourself up to be sued. And all you setting yourself up to be sued two ways: false advertising and being sued by the companies for using their product without their permission. Rich, it don't take any logic to see that. And the fact that you made a 7-minute rant about that is just asinine. It's just stupid. All right, so yeah, that's my first. That was the first ignorance I saw. Whenever I saw that, I don't even follow Rich. That's why I don't follow Rich over ViewTech no more. And there's a lot of cats I don't, because of the fact that most of what they do is just clickbait rants. If there was no sincerity, there was no realness in his act. It was all fabricated frustration for clickbait purposes, to get you to tune in and to get those folks who love that type of, that's what it was. It ain't real. It ain't genuine. And to me, it's just a fabrication. You ain't angry. You don't even care. It's just another way to get more views. Bottom line. Anyway, the next thing that I see that's starting to, just be a little ignorant, just a little naive, is to assume, and if you don't add wishful thinking to this, is naive, that this thing is going to be $199. Really? You think everything that you just saw in that 3-minute teaser is going to be given to you for $199? The 3DS cost more than that when it released, and it wasn't doing half of that. Now, I understand that this ain't the traditional home console that we all might have wanted, and this is a lot different from the whole AMD, NVIDIA confusion. Super Metal Dave had very good points and very good reasons to believe what he believed, and I believe Metal Dave as well. A lot of us believe that it was going to be AMD Polaris architecture. It made sense to believe that. The whole thing that they're doing didn't make sense to many of us, but that's what they're doing. But to look at that and then surmise that we're going to get that for $199. Now, the Live on the Level Gamers podcast did talk about the possibility of wishful thinking, what if this could be $199, but we all rested our thoughts on reality of it probably being no less, and this is reaching in itself, than $250, but most likely $299. Why? Because like Nintendo said, it is a console first. This is not, let me calm down. The fact that people are running with this whole fact that this is the NVIDIA Tegra X1 chip is stupid. It is not that chip. That was a placeholder chip. There is so much out there that's already proven that. Matter of fact, NVIDIA themselves has already debunked the fact that it's the X1 chip. It's some variant of the Pascal chip. So that's X2 or somewhere in that RAM. And if you think they're gonna give them that new chip and they're gonna give it to you for $199, you're stupid. This thing, okay, first of all, let's go back to the ignorance of Rich of Review Text video. Now, Nintendo said that shouldn't be a representation of what's gonna be on the Switch. So basically what they were saying was the games were not actually running on the Switch tablet or Switch hybrid or home console on the go gaming system, right? Understand, so the people who had those in their hands wasn't actually playing those games. So they basically put that image onto the screen of the Switch as a representation of what you'll be doing and how it works. But that footage of Zelda is real footage. That footage of Mario is real footage. That might not have been running on the Switch with Bethesda, Skyrim, and the 2K, but that's what's going to be possible. That's what's going to happen. So what you're seeing is actually what you're going to get. You're going to get 1080p, 60 frames at home. You're going to get some variant of that, maybe 720, 900p, something like that, on the go. You think you're going to get that, all that, for $199? That is wishful thinking. And to not phrase it as that is foolish discussion. And look, folks, I'm excited for the Switch. Yeah, Nintendo, to me, they doing the right thing for them. I was going to make this yesterday and I stopped because it just wasn't flowing. And that was kind of forcing it. I'm not forcing it. This is easy for me to say. Yes, the 3-minute teaser is just that, a 3-minute teaser. There's a lot of revelation that has come out from that teaser, but there's a lot of stuff folks are surmising that is just bottom line nonsensical. It makes no sense. I don't care who you are. To look at what you saw and think you're going to get it for $199 is nonsensical. Now, can it happen? Yes, if Nintendo want to sell it at a loss or sell it at even, which, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna happen. I'm pretty sure it's costing Nintendo more than $199. It might not cost Nintendo $199 to make it, but Nintendo know the value that they're giving you is worth more than $199. And that's what they're going to sell it for, more than $199. There's too much value there. You have console level graphic gameplay on the go. You ain't getting that for $199. You can get that out your head. So anyway, there's a whole bunch of other silly stuff going on here. But like I said, I'm not into the whole console war stuff. I like it all. Nintendo just happened to be my favorite. I have an affinity for, an affection for Nintendo and what they make, their IP. I love Nintendo. But I enjoy Sony, I enjoy Microsoft. So this ain't no us versus them. It's just the stupidity that people make videos on. The fact that Rich spent 7 minutes ranting about Nintendo showing footage that they didn't secure is just stupid. Why Nintendo want to keep it a secret? That's stupid. But the fact that they showed it and you think they showed it without getting approval and not having it cleared, and you think they don't really do that? No, they would have showed you Zelda, Splatoon, and Mario. They didn't have to show you Bethesda. They didn't have to show you 2K Sports. They showed you that because it's coming. Okay, I'm done. I ain't even mean to go this long. Y'all let me know what you think. The stupidity around the Switch is starting to get a little. Okay, folks, we know you need to make videos. Make your videos. But let's not be stupid. Can we stop the stupidity? All right? All you guys that make videos on the hour every day, at least make sense. Or be like me. Just make videos every now and again because you ain't got nothing to talk about. All right, I'm done. Go check out FullEffectGaming.com. We're going to do the Live Level Gamers podcast later on this week. We're going to have a special guest on as well. I'm not going to let you know who that is. I'll let you know closer to that date. I don't know if I'm going to make any videos tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do because we untalked everything and it ain't nothing to talk about. So why am I steady making videos? Do some Google research, find some stuff, read. I might do something if it hit my head tomorrow. Until then, folks, deuces.